Hi everybody, I'm back. Jonah Anderson's back, and I'm back to show you all how easy it is to make liver taste super delicious. This is my second time recording liver on this channel, but it's worth seeing again. Okay, so we'll need some liver. You will need some all-purpose flour. If you have self-rising flour, that works too. You will need some beef broth. If you don't have it, use any kind of broth will work. You will need a nice sweet Vidalia onion, and you will need a nice tomato. If you don't want to use the tomato, you can leave the tomato out. You're going to need some spices to make this come together and taste good. Okay, you will need some parsley flakes, paprika, and paprika is more for color. You will need chicken bouillon powder, salt, and pepper. And we're going to be using vegetable oil today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cook the liver. And you see how long it is? I like to go ahead and cut it, and then I can have more, okay? Okay, just like so. I cannot wait for this recipe to be cooked. Okay, let me rinse my fingers off a little bit. Okay, and we're going to slice it. We're going to season this right up. You're going to have some great flavor, okay? We're going to season this liver up using salt, pepper, and paprika. You don't have to, perfect. You don't have to put a ton of seasonings on your liver. Okay, we're going to season this right up, and we're going to make this have some great flavor. Alright guys, so we're going to go in with this beautiful liver that we have dredged. Shake it as we spoke of. Put it into the pan. And once it hits the pan, you can just smell it right away. Oh, yeah. If you don't hear that sizzle, then you didn't do it right, guys. Okay, put that liver in there. We're going to let this sizzle right up. Be right back. Alright guys, so we're going to start doing our rice. So put your rice in and make sure to salt the water. And a lot of people ask me, what's the purpose of seasoning the water when the rice is in a bag? It's because there's little holes in the bag and the rice will catch the flavor of the salt. Trust me, it will. So we boil this for 11 minutes. It's nice and fluffy every time. Alright guys, so now the liver. Alright guys, now we're going to cut up this beautiful onion just like so, quick and simple. And when you're putting onion in your gravy, listen to me. Oh, it's like somebody playing a beautiful symphony in your ears. Oh my goodness. Just like so. And whenever I make tomato in my gravy, it always turns out super amazing because I especially love a tomato, a cooked tomato that has swimmered in my gravy. Okay, I'm gonna cut this onion up into like slices, just like so. The liver sizzling up just like so, just like so. So whenever you make the tomato, like during the last 15 minutes, we'll sneak a couple pieces of tomato in there, and we'll make it taste nice and good. I got some onions here. Now that we know that one side is fully cooked, then we can add on our onion just like so. Awesome. So that's going in, just like so. I'm going to fry up that liver. My eyes are watering. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so when we make our gravy, we're going to be using the beef broth, the chicken bouillon powder, the parsley flakes, and the paprika, salt and pepper. We're going to put all these seasonings in, and I might also put a little bit of soy sauce in to darken this. Alright guys, now our liver is fully done. It's fully cooked on both sides, just like so. We're gonna add it in our plate. And I tried a piece too. I might as well tell you. I had a piece and it tastes good. Oh my gosh, guys. Get some of these beautiful onions out. The onions that I've sauteed in with this. Take this out, just like so. Our rice is cooking up. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this aside and we're going to get started on our gravy. Alright guys, now we're going to get started on our gravy. Just like so. When you make gravy, you want to be using equal parts flour, equal parts oil. If you need to mix it, that's fine. I'm going to eyeball mine because I know how much. I know how much. Okay? Yeah, just like so. And when my daddy taught me, when you're making a gravy, you keep stirring. So when you're pouring and you're stirring. If you need to mix it, that's fine. Just like so. When you're making gravy there right now. Oh my goodness. This right here, good stuff. Okay? So if this gets too thick and you're like, whoa, put more oil in. Put some water in and boil out. Put some more broth in and it'll thicken out. It'll thin out right for you. If it's too thin, put a little bit more gravy. Or a little bit more flour. Okay? Just like so. We're going to keep stirring this until it gets our desired consistency, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, this roux is looking amazing. So we're going to go in, because I've let it simmer down for 5 minutes. I've let the flour taste cook out of my gravy. Okay, so now we're mixing. Go ahead and mix, get it nice and mixed up. And when you simmer, make sure it's low. Don't put a top on this or otherwise your liver will be super watery. Just let this liver taste super delicious. Look at it. Look at this flour and oil turning in to gravy, guys. So we're going to let this liver simmer for over an hour in this beautiful homemade gravy that we have made. Okay? If you don't want to make homemade gravy, you can just use a packaged gravy. That's okay. Or you can just use cornstarch and water, because in the past, I've made gravy that way in my other channel. Well, whoops, guys. My camera's fallen 2 times today. Not that I've counted, but an educated guess. If you want to put some kitchen bouquet or soy sauce, do that when this thickens. We're going to let this thicken down for a little bit, and then for like maybe until this thickens. Keep stirring, and then we're going to add in our liver. Alright guys, see this gravy? Looking amazing. So you see how thin it is? We're going to go ahead with some soy sauce. It's a little different than usual. We're going to add in some soy sauce to make this a nice dark color. Hold on, I would like my gravy. Oh, I'll be cleaning that up later after the video. Okay, so mix this up well mix this up nice and well, because we want this to be a nice dark gravy as asked. Oh, yes. We're going to go in the season. Go in the black pepper as do it, Jonah. We're going to go with chicken bouillon powder for the best flavor. Now, I'm not going to be using the salt because I'm using chicken bouillon powder, okay? I'm not going to be using the black pepper yet. Or not the black pepper. I'm not going to be using the parsley yet because we're going to add that in when the gravy has thickened out at the very end for garnish. See you guys at the very end. Guys, now I'm going to give you a bite. Let's go in, guys. I'm so excited to try this. Ooh. Thank you, Lord. Enjoy this, guys. Enjoy the recipe. See you later.